Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Newcastle United. You are looking at the current table toppers, FA Cup quarter-finalists as well, Newcastle United. We have got a huge match today up against third place West Brom. A victory for us will probably only keep us 1 point clear of Fulham, but a defeat will mean that Fulham will probably not only jump over the head of us, but West Brom will suddenly be brought into this what originally was a two-horse race for the Championship, because they will go on to 73 points, and they're not actually that far away from us in terms of points at that point. I said point far too many times in that, but you get the point. So, as I mentioned, we are FA Cup quarter-finalists. We did manage to beat Chelsea. I did play a strong side, if I'm perfectly honest. I tried to start bringing back some of the more regular players. Baba Rahman couldn't play because obviously he's a Chelsea loanee. Joel Linton came into the starting 11. Niall Ennis had a very rare off day. Rafa Mir came on in the second half for Ennis. But yes, it was a 1-0 victory. We were not the better side. By no means were we the better side. But you can see from our defensive stats, 7.6 for Kraft, 7.3 for Suter. Jasper van der Werf also getting a 7.1. We basically just held on. And we've drawn Huddersfield in the quarter-final. I'm just going to show you the quarter-finals now. Because it's weird. There are 5 Championship teams and 3 Premier League teams in the quarter-finals of the FA Cup. Arsenal versus Barnsley, Reading versus Cardiff in an all-championship affair, Huddersfield Newcastle once again in an all-championship affair, Wolves versus Aston Villa in an all-Birmingham affair, I guess. So, come the semi-final, there will be at least 2 championship sides in there. There will be at least 1 Premier League side. We could win this. I did not think this was possible, but we could win the FA Cup. So, from this point on, we're going to be focusing on the FA Cup as well as the league. Speaking of the league, we should probably play our match, shouldn't we? Up against West Brom, who are in strong form. They've drawn 2 matches, though, against Derby and Wigan, beaten Preston, Middlesbrough and Bristol City. Bristol City, I know, are one of the teams around them. The others, not so much. Drawing with Wigan is pretty bad, because I think Wigan are possibly in a relegation scrap. Down there, 39 points and 18th. The starting lineup we're going to go for then. In goal will be Martin Dubravka, a back 3, unchanged. John Suter, Tosin and Johnny Panzo. I say unchanged from the last episode, not the last match. Emil Kraft will be the right-sided fullback because Batista Meyer is currently out injured. Baba Rahman returns to the starting 11 as the left-back. Sean Longstaff makes a return to the starting 11 as well. He's been out injured for a while. He will partner Sebastian Vassiliadis in the middle of the pitch. Miguel Almiron will be the attacking playmaker. Today, Abdulrahman needs a little bit of a break. Michael Obafemi will partner Joseph Martinez up front. On the bench, we do have Nigel Ennis. Who's Nigel Ennis? Niall Ennis. Omar Abdulrahman. Joel Linton is also on there as well. So we've got some strike power if and when we need to bring it on, because we will need to bring it on. I didn't check to see who Fulham are playing. I have no idea who Fulham are playing. I'm hoping it's somebody really bloody difficult. West Brom have this guy on loan from Liverpool. He's good at football and only 19 years old. Because I don't know who Fulham are playing, I don't know whether we need to win or whether we can hope that whoever Fulham are playing can do one over them. Maybe they're playing a Stoke or a Brentford. They've just played Brentford, haven't they? We've got a very early highlight, 5 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. Sean Longstaff to Emil Kraft on that right-hand side. The Swedish international gets tackled by Paul Dummett, who's running down that left-hand side. Is he going to cross it in? He tries. Suter, though, gets the ball. Suter gets the ball. There you go. Longstaff back to John Suter, who I think's been a very good signing for us as well. Headed down from Joey Martinez. Carter Vickers, though, back forward for West Brom. Jared Bowen. Is he going to get round? Kraft plays it back instead to Paul Dummett. Long ball. It's Miller. Whoever Miller is, it's a save from Dubravka. It's going to be a corner. It's a very end-to-end highlight to begin the match. Bowen's corner comes in towards a 6-yard box. Vassiliadis shot then. I'm pretty sure he had a shot. Almiron's breaking away here down that left-hand side. Obviously, as you know, he's unhappy at the club, so hopefully he's not awful at football. Vassiliadis is there. He's had a shot at each end in one highlight. That's very impressive. Dummett with a free kick to Romain Sawyers. Back to Paul Dummett. Forward to Jared Bowen. West Brom having a lot of the ball. We are away from home, so these are normally the matches that we end up struggling in. Michael Obafemi gets the ball from Vasiliadis. He's running forward. Loads of space to go into. Goes for goal. And it does a save from Sluga, who I was actually looking to try and sign. I think they bought him from Luton earlier on in January. Almiron steps up with the corner. It's saved by the goalkeeper. It was a questionable corner. And is that going to end the highlight, or are we going to see a bit more? The highlight does end. Throw on the right for John Souttar to take. It finds Michael Obafemi, the Irish international forward. Emil Krafth on the right. He's got some space. Stops instead. Goes back. No, he doesn't. Tries to cross it. Vasiliadis. Krafth. Now Sean Longstaff. He goes for goal. Takes a massive deflection. Almiron does get it. You're going the wrong way, buddy. Plays it to Burke. He played it to Oliver Burke. Straight to a different player. The wrong team. Running down that right-hand side. Stops and crosses in. Miller is there. Liam Miller off his face. And that all came from Almiron's just piss-poor pass. It was Rahman's missed interception. No, it wasn't. It was Almiron's terrible pass. You can't blame Baba Rahman when he was nowhere. He had no chance of getting the ball. Also, Miller scores with his face. That was his arm. That came off his arm. I'm angry. I don't think I can complain. We've got a highlight straight away. Hold on, what's happening here? Almiron, once again, Tosin, Vasiliadis, Almiron. In the centre circle, Sean Longstaff plays it back to John Souttar. Down the right. Go on, buddy. Plays it forward. Krafth back to Souttar. Why are we constantly going backwards? I know we're playing tiki-taka, but you can still go forward sometimes. Souttar is constantly getting the ball. Longstaff. Baba Rahman on the left. Great interception, apparently. Rahman crosses it in. It's Mickey Obafemi's hit the post. How have you hit the post? Vasiliadis is getting himself booked. He's having an absolute shocker. It's a corner for West Brom. Panzo header clear. Miller, the goal scorer. Back to Jared Bowen. Runs in, crosses. Pedro Porro is there. And the former Newcastle loanee has made it 2-0 to West Brom. This is disastrous. This is actually disastrous. We should have scored. We should have scored earlier. Fulham, I think, are losing. Martinez plays the ball forward. Finds Michael Obafemi on the right-hand side. Is he going to get round his man? He tries it. He does. He crosses it in. It's Sean Longstaff who's there. He's hit the post. He's still got the ball. He's done a little back heel. And how have we not... That's 2 chances now. 2 golden opportunities to score. Obafemi. Krafth tries to cross it. Kicks it straight into Romain Sawyers. Sean Longstaff gets it in the centre circle now. Ball across to Baba Rahman, the Chelsea loanee. Crosses in. Obafemi's not going to get there. Longstaff controls it. He's gone for goal. He's got underneath that. It's well over the bar. It's still 2-0 to West Brom. We are just having a bad game. Gomez's free kick for West Brom. Miller's running onto it. It's going to be 3, isn't it? He's gone one-on-one with the keeper. Dubravka saves it. Tosin stops it going behind for a corner as well. Highlights carrying on with Gomez. Livermore tries to cross it in but can't do it. And, oh my word, Joey Martinez just not paying attention. Now Gomez, little dinked cross. Longstaff can intercept it. It's Joey Martinez. He's just not looking at the football. I don't know what game he's playing, but it's not football. Livermore's going to get the clearance. I say clearance, it wasn't a clearance, was it? It was a deflection. Vasiliadis now, though, can break for us. The German and Greek international, he's not international for both. He goes for goal. He just ran the length of the pitch and just dinks it straight into Slugger's hands. I don't understand how we've not even got a goal in this. We've been the better side. They've just been clinical. Gomez gets the ball back from Livermore, crosses in. Bowen is there. It's almost 3-0. Dubravka with a great save. It's a corner for West Bromwich Albion. We've got 2 minutes of injury time to play. Palace are beating Fulham 3-1. You are absolute heroes, Crystal Palace, if you can keep that up. It's still not half-time. Dummett's throw to Porro. Now Bowen with the ball down that left-hand side. Gets round his man. Still has the ball, and Dubravka does a television save. I don't know why he did that television save. Rolls it out to Souttar. Forward to Krafth, who's picked up a yellow card probably very early on, and he's probably had it for a very long time. Souttar once again with the ball. He's going to go backwards. No, he doesn't. Forward to Almiron. Obafemi and Almiron passing between the pair of them. Vasiliadis in the centre circle forward. Mickey Obafemi get a goal just before half-time. He does. Michael Obafemi makes it 2-1. That is a good time to score a goal. If there's ever a good time to score a goal, it is just before the half-time whistle goes. If we can turn this around and at least get a point, obviously 3 points would be ideal, but if we can turn around, get a point, and Fulham maintain losing to Crystal Palace, to Peñaranda by the looks of it, a hat-trick for him in the first half, this is probably the best we're going to get out of this game. Frankie McAvoy says it was disappointing. I'm going to be angry. I'm going to be angry because it's not a good performance. Vasiliadis is on a 6.9. He's had a lot of chances and done nothing with them. Throw for West Brom, 5 minutes into the second half. Bowen with the ball inside his own half. Back to the throw and taker. Paul Dummett lumps it over the halfway line for John Souttar to collect. Back to Dubravka. The, I think, 33-year-old goalkeeper now. Panzo back to Dubravka. Just kick it forward. Just lump it upfield. Souttar finds Kraft in front of the purple-suited Stuart Pearce, Newcastle United manager. Longstaff's ball, header down though from Dummett. Sawyer's back to Dummett. West Brom, whenever they get the ball, they seem to just calm it down. Oliver Burke into the penalty area. He goes for goal. Dubravka is able to save it. Longstaff and Rahman and Tosin all on 6.5s. Martinez also, well, not surprised about Martinez. He's always on a 6.5. We have a throw. Kraft to Oberfemi. Doesn't get it. Does a slide tackle, though, to win it back. Longstaff, cross it in. Nope. Back to Oberfemi. Now Kraft once again. Sean Longstaff, he's annoying me, isn't he? Joe Martinez is there. He's gone for... Get off the pitch. Both of you get off the pitch. Ennis is coming on because he loves the goal. Longstaff is coming off for Isaac Hayden. We're going to do Almiron as well for Omar Abdulrahman. That's everybody. That's all of our subs. We've got 25 minutes left to play to find at least a goal. Crystal Palace is now 4-2 against Fulham. So Fulham are scoring goals, but Palace are maintaining their lead. We've got 5 minutes left to play. Nothing's happening here. Get creative. We're seeing no highlights. Since those subs, nothing. Not a single highlight. Corner for West Brom. Let's clear it, please. Miller gets it for West Brom. Now Adrissi goes for goal. Takes a massive deflection off Johnny Panzo. We're closing him down. Vasiliadis is probably there. I assume he's the ginger one. Crosses in. Miller is there. He's at the base of the post. Miller gets it back. Adrissi. We've got a minute and a half, so there's still time. Vasiliadis steals the ball away. Finds Ennis. Ennis has been flattened. It's going to be a free kick. We've got another highlight. We didn't even see the free kick. Kraft gets the ball. It's lumped upfield. Field can head down though. Livermore plays it across to Gomez, who's picked up a knock. I just want an equaliser. That's all I'm after. Babarahman's with him. Kicks it straight into Babarahman. Now Vasiliadis. We are over the 93. Vasiliadis down that left-hand side. Gets tackled by Livermore. That is going to be the full-time whistle. It is going to end 2-1 to West Brom. Unless the referee's kind to us and gives us this entire highlight. Babarahman with the ball. Cross it in, buddy. To Vasiliadis. Bad control, but keeps hold of it. Babarahman once again. Cross in. No, he doesn't manage to do it. It is a 2-1 defeat against West Brom. And that was not a good performance. Not a very good performance at all. But luckily for us, Crystal Palace has saved our bacon because I think they won 4-2 in the end. Crystal Palace, you are my favourite team. You are my favourite team. A 4-2 victory. Peñaranda, Dominic Prokop with the goals. The fact that they managed to beat Fulham the same weekend where we managed to lose against bloody West Brom. West Brom, like I said, they're now suddenly dragged into this. 73 points. They're 4 points behind Fulham. They're 5 points behind us. We do still have our game in hand. It is a must-win game against Fleetwood. That is going to be the next match. It's not going to be the next episode, because I think the next episode we're going to have to go a little bit further forward. And by a little bit further forward, we're going to go to the FA Cup quarter-final, actually. We're going to do, probably tomorrow, a double upload day. It'll be Huddersfield in the FA Cup, and then later on we'll do Blackburn in the league, because I don't think we've played Blackburn on camera yet, have we? Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2020 with Newcastle United. If you did enjoy, do remember to leave a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I'll be back tomorrow with a matchup against Huddersfield, and then another episode with a matchup against Blackburn as well.